Morning, everyone. It is Monday, and I'm listing, as I normally do on a Monday at this sort of time. And I've got a coffee on the go. So I'm trying to do all the right things this week. Trying to be good in terms of eBay work. So no one's in yet. So when someone comes in, I'll check the sound's all right. I'm going to go through. So I was up at 6:30 this morning, doing a few like walking about and everything, getting kids to school. So I'm a little bit phased, but I got in and I photographed like all of those programs I got at the jumble sale yesterday. So I'm going to go through those, and I'm just going to take. Well, I'm going to see how it goes. I might just carry on like as long as it takes. So we'll see. So the first lot I'm going to do with Cliff Richard. So I've got them all on my phone. I've taken all the photographs of them. I'm going to gradually get them up to OneDrive, and then so it might be a bit of a slow process. No one's in yet. Everyone's obviously sick of List 5 Live, which I understand. Right, let's upload these Cliff Richard programs. Yeah, it's quite a crazy boot fair, really. The queue, if you saw it yesterday, it was nuts. Okay. Let's get going. Right, Cliff Richard. So I don't know the prices on any of these, and a couple of people are saying like the programs, it's a really good pickup, and yeah, I'm hoping it is. So well, you know, can't go wrong for £1 really. Some of them were so there was 6 Cliff Richard ones with the tickets, and then there were quite a few kind of West End shows, and then quite a lot of shows in a theatre in Woking, which I don't think would be worth anything really. So we'll just see how we go. We shall see. I've just taken shed loads of photos this morning, so I'm just trying to dig them out. Oh, there we go. There's Cliff. Well, let's upload all the Cliff ones. I kind of share it to OneDrive. When you do upload, it only shows you like the most recent files, and I've done so many pictures this morning. Let's have a look. So yeah, I'm trying to be good this week. Trying to, you know, a lot of the time. Hi, Crony. How you doing? A lot of the time, I know what I should be doing. I don't necessarily do it. So I knew I had to list these things. So I knew when I came in from dropping the boys off, you know, what I'll be on about like half 10, 11, and what I should do is take some photos ready. So like I cracked on with that. Don't always do what I'm supposed to. Right, yeah, I've got no idea on the price. So let's have a look. Cliff Richard tour program. Hi, Steve-O, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just listing these programs I picked up yesterday. I'm hoping they've got some value. I've no idea. They may well not have, but we'll see how we do. Cliff Richard tour program. Oh lordy. Okay. Let's have a look at comps. Let's have a look at sold rather. Not looking great. Let's have a look. Oh, someone bids. Yeah, I've got to get some listings up. It's ridiculous. My listings have gone down and down. I think, you know, I'm at 450 listings and I've got to take a load off the because I'm on oh, what's that thing where you can have zero stock? So I actually have to end my listing and then delete it out, and I've got to do that for a load of stuff that's sold. So there we go. Oh well, this isn't looking very as good as I thought it would. 9 Cliff Richard tour programs from 1980s to 2010 sold for, you know, it was 20 quid. I took a best offer, so it was less than 20 quid. Cliff Richard official tour programs times 5, ticket stubs times 2, pop rock and roll, 28 quid, free postage. Okay. So they don't go for a lot. Which is, well, it's all right. I only picked them up. I picked up the whole load of programs for £1. So, pair of programs, live and kicking here and now for a tenner, plus postage. Hi, Jamie. How you doing? So I think we're looking at about a £5 each. I think that's what we're looking at. Well, I've got 6 of them, so it's 30 quid. I might try for a little bit more, maybe, I don't know, £6.99 plus postage. There's not a big demand for Cliff Richard programs. I thought that would be the main one. So the other programs might be worth absolutely nothing. But all right, £6.99 I'm going to go for. Someone sold 5 for 28 plus free postage. Yeah, I'll just try £6.99. Hope you've all had a good weekend and are ready for this week. The month's really whizzing past. It's ridiculous. Right, what am I doing? I'm looking for. I just saw a listing I was going to sort of like do a sell similar on, and it's whizzed past and I can't find it. It was a signed one that didn't sell. Even autograph tour programs don't sell for that much. Christ. Oh well. Right, let's get on with it. I can look at this and try and make the price go up, but it ain't going to work. I'm just thinking, because a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, it'd be worth like 20 quid, but I think that's for bands a bit more in demand than Cliff Richard. But I would have thought Cliff had bit of an older following, but I had some Michael Jackson programs a while ago, and I think they went for about 15 or something. Anyway, let's get on. Cliff Richard. Tour program. Access all areas. Areas. 1992 plus use tickets times 2. Sorry if I'm reading this out. I know most people watch this just as a bit of background. So yeah. All right, Tom, how you doing? I'm listening to these programs. Not as good a price as I thought, but I'm just getting them on. Like I say, I've just been looking at the sold on eBay, wishing the price would go up, but it's not going to happen. So Tom, I don't know if you're a big fan of Cliff Richard and you'd want these. You know, I could do a good price on them. But yeah, I know most people just have it as background. So like I say, I'm just going to plod on with these. I don't know whether I'll be it out. I'm going to do these until I'm sick of doing them, basically. Right. I'm kind of working on my laptop, but I've got a monitor in front of me, so I can't see every single comment you're going to make. Right, 39. Yeah, this jumble sale I went to was mental. I did a video on it yesterday, like just a 10-minute video, you know, and if you sort of go halfway along, you'll see the queue like 5 minutes in or something in the video. I cannot wait for car boots to come around again. I really cannot wait. Okay. Yeah, I actually didn't list anything yesterday. There's me going on and on about how everyone should list 5 things a day. And last night I was playing Fortnite instead of listing. Terrible. And then I went to bed. But there you go. I've got the guilt trip today. I've definitely got to work. I haven't got to go to the post office today. So my next post office trip is Tuesday, so that's quite nice. To just be able to focus on the work. Right. Cliff access. Why can't I see? I've uploaded a load of Cliff Richard photos of Cliff Richard programs, but seem to have missed the one I'm listing. Oh no, there we go. OneDrive is just like, sometimes it just like stops in the middle. I've given up trying to do videos on OneDrive. Hello Pigs Can Fly, how you doing? I've been enjoying your videos. Do check out Pigs, very interesting, very professionally done. Or more professional than me, I should say. Which isn't hard. But yeah, it's interesting seeing what you do with all your furniture and stuff. Driving around. Yeah, last year with the rain, mine stopped. My car boots stopped like September, and previous year they went on to November. So really lost out on like 2 months worth of sourcing. But I was really expecting a big kind of like fall off in sales, and they have gone down, but they haven't gone down as much as last year. So I was on about like 3,000 turnover, and it's at about like 2-3 now. And you know, there's a constant worry it's just going to keep going down and down and down. But this is why I'm listing. Okay, Cliff. What am I doing? God, I can't, my brain is not in gear. Right, okay. Let's try and get this first one listed. Hi, Bric-a-Brac Gold. I don't know if I've seen your name. You may have done. I've got terrible memory. But nice to see you. Yeah, packing, listing, whatever. Just sort of working, really. Waking up on Monday morning and doing something. That's why I do these. That's why I started doing YouTube, really, to make me work, and hopefully it just encourages, you know, other people to do it. I know a lot of people are doing work streams, but they're not a bad thing. I'd rather see a work stream than like a stream which is just a waste of time. But if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean by that, but you know, there's your YouTube you want for you watch for like information and getting good information. I did a lot of that when I first started reselling, and now I do like the work streams, and you know, I can. Z's doing a lot of them, and I don't actually mind like sticking him on occasionally, and I don't watch it. I just kind of have it on in the background, and you know, kind of ignore it, but get on with my own work. It just reminds me that I've got to do work. Right, there we go. Who would not want that for £6.99 plus postage? And with all my listings, I try and put all the photos in. I do that because I kind of think you just fill your eBay listing with as much info, and there's some little thing at eBay HQ that says, oh, this is a nice full listing. So I've only got 6 photos for this program because there's only so much you can do, but I'm going to repeat them twice. I remember Shazad saying that even if you've only got 1 photo, like if it's a new item and you can't really do much with the photo, if you've got 1 photo, just repeat it 12 times. If you've got 2 photos, do it 6 times. It doesn't take 2 minutes, but talking about subs. Yeah, it's thing about watching Z is it's real true to life stuff. It really is. You know, I've been watching him for 3 years, and you sort of see the roller coaster he kind of goes through, and it is hard. And you see him change his mind on so many things. And it just goes to show that, you know, I remember saying to him years ago, when do you know that you got it? When do you know that? And I've reminded him of this, and he soon realizes you never get it. You never really get it. You just sort of like, you slowly get kind of better at what you're doing. Modified item, no. Oh, once I do this first one, the others should zip through. Oh, thanks, Bric-a-Brac. You enjoy my videos. Yeah, I did say, like at the end of last year, I was going to try and make it a bit more professional, like and get some proper editing software and all of that. But I haven't done any of that. You know, do a title, but I will do it, but it's kind of not the priority really. The priority is really just to keep streaming, because I was doing it every day to start with, but that started to kind of like getting to a point where I was sitting at home thinking, Christ, I've got to stream something, and kind of affecting my work. And now I just do it every few days. I want to make sure that I do it every few days, because like I say, the whole point of it is to get my arse in gear and make me work, which at this time in the morning, when I've been up since 6:30, is sometimes a little bit difficult. But I'm going to plough through these programs. I'm going to do like get 5 on, $6.99. And then I'm just going to draft, and I've taken photos for about 30 things, so I could get drafts ready for the next week. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to work to a point where I'm sick of working. So it might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, might be 3. Who knows? But so yeah. Okay, light new. It's light new. It's very good condition. Right, list. Hi Derek, how you doing? Good to see you. Right. Next one, Heathcliff, starring Cliff Richard. Quite similar. How do you spell Heathcliff? Okay. That was Wuthering Heights musical, 96, 97. I never know how to put dates in, like, you know, where you have 1996, 97, whether you put a space between this, you know, I put 1996. I did put space / 97, but I've just taken out the spaces. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay, plus used ticket, 2 used tickets. Delete all photos. Add photos. Hello, Woo Woo. Do you want some Cliff programs? Hi, DB. How you doing? Your charity shopping. Oh, Emmaus smells a wee. Yeah. Oh, if you saw my, I was in Emmaus about a week ago in the clothes. What Emmaus are you in? Oh no, you're not that local to me. You wouldn't be in my Emmaus. But that's stunk a wee. It's like the whole building's like an old stables, so it's all kind of like exposed. And yeah, it's pretty. I don't think they steam the clothes. It's a seething mass of clothes stinking a wee. I did an online auction yesterday, which is the first time I've done an online auction. Heathcliff, yes, I am Indy. Cliff or Mozza? The choice is yours. Are they worth much? They're not worth much. No. I was hoping they'd sell for, you know, maybe 15, 20. And I've looked them up. Yeah, £5. But I'm putting them on for $6.99 plus postage. I got the ticket stubs. I think it's high, you know, that's too high. Probably won't sell for that, but it might do. And I do know that my little routine, first month, if it doesn't sell, go on 10% discount, which will knock 70p off. And then second month, it will knock 20% off. So that'd be 140 off. So that will bring it down to around about the £5 mark. And then if it doesn't sell then it gets taken off, ended, and relisted. So it's that little routine of getting rid of it eventually. And if I'm really stuck with it, I'll bundle the whole lot and try and sell it for about 20 quid. So yeah, all of these programs cost £1, and that was Six Cliff Richard, a Christa Berg tour program stroke calendar, which who wouldn't want that, and about 30 or so musical programs, some from the West End, some from Woking, which I don't think will be worth a lot of money. So not great value, but you know, for £1, got to get it on. No point just going, oh, it's only worth like a £5 and having it on the shelf and thinking, oh, I'm not going to do anything with it. I've got one interesting one. After these Cliff ones, I'll get it's a Garter Day program, which is like a special invite-only thing from the Queen. I mentioned it yesterday. So yeah, more with tickets. Yeah, that's why I'm trying for £6.99. So you know, if they sell for £6.99, this is £6.99 plus postage. You know, it might be little crumbs, but a lot of little crumbs make. What do a lot of little crumbs make? A lot of little crumbs will fill you up. There we go. What do you call a man? I know this joke, Indy. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head? I know a man with a car on his head is called Jack. Oh God. No, you're gonna have to tell me. I've forgotten that one. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head? I'm in suspense now. Please post the answer. And then I've got a real dad joke for you, which you'll probably know the answer to. Oh God, yeah, it's Cliff, isn't it? I know. God. Okay, how do you make a sausage roll? This is like bad joke morning. Anyone? No. It should be on Nick Hills's quiz. You know, question 100. How do you make a sausage roll? I'll give you 10 seconds because I know there might be a lag. How do you make a sausage roll? You push it down a hill. There we go. I'll push it off a cliff almost, but that's how do you make a sausage drop, not a sausage roll. Yeah, close but no cigar, Indy. Okay, I'm not promoting these yet. I'm not. What else aren't I doing? I'm not doing free postage. I'm not putting offers on them. All that offers, and I'm kind of more selective about when I promote and when I do offers, because I know I take these off and sell similar on the, if they don't sell after month 3. So I'll probably promote at that point, So okay. Am I concentrating? Heathcliff 2 used tickets, la 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 la. Like new. I think that's fair enough to say these are like new. What is the like new? What's it say? An item that looks like it's been taken out of its shrink wrap, no visible wear. Yeah, that's fair enough. In very good condition. Excellent condition. Yes, I'm trying to do all the right things. I'm trying to have a week where I do all the right things in terms of like listing and packing and all that malarkey. I kind of know what you should do, but I don't always do it. It's terrible. Right, got 6 of these. Cliff Richard. Wanted on tour. It's a bit risky, isn't it? With his what happened to Cliff a few years ago. being the subject. I think the BBC, you know, accused him of this, that, and the other. It was all. I think it was all taken to court, wasn't it? But there we go. Poor old Cliff. Right, plus use ticket. See if I can whip through these. Oh, I've got to put the photos in, so let's delete all photos. What did one letter say to the other? Oh, Z, how you doing? I was just saying how much I like your channel. Yes, I was. I was giving you a lovely compliment. How do you make what does one letter say to the other? I've heard this one before. No, go on, Derek. You're gonna have to tell me. I'll tell you. This sort of stuff at 10:30 in the morning is too much for my brain. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? Almost through the death pile. Okay. Yeah, I got emotional. You got emotional. No, I was just saying that I've watched you for 3 years, and you really see. It's what I like about it is like I mean, everyone knows your channel, so it's no, you know, I'm not plugging it or anything, but you really see the reality of it, and you know, that's a real good thing to see, and you know, it's good to see how you're doing at the moment. That's I went on last night and just caught the end of your stream, so I missed what you were saying. But your work streams that you do, I know you're doing a lot of them, but they are really, really good. And they it's amazing how they just sort of just give people a little impetus to go on and do a little bit, because it's very. I was thinking this morning as I was not doing anything, it's so easy not to do anything, but it's also easy to do something. You know, now if you had the two, it is easier to do nothing, but it doesn't take much to list Cliff Richard programs or to do some photos. It doesn't take much. Let us be friends. Yeah, get your coat, Derek. I'm not going to think of a load of crap jokes. If I think of one, I'll let you know. But my brain is not working at the moment. I had I've got 2 items up for £190, and I had offers on both of them, one for 120, one for 140, and both from the same person, and it would have been GSP to France for these kind of statue things. And I went back. This is a tale of woe. I went back with an offer of actually they were on for 180 each, and they offered 140 and 120. And I went back and said, how's about 170? So I counter offered 170 on the first one, which I was thinking they've offered 140, 170. I've got it on for 180, but I did have it on for 200. And the second one I counted for 170 as well, with a little message saying, if you put these both in your basket and then complete checkout, you can save on the GSP cost, I think, because otherwise, if you did them, if they did them separately, it'd be a huge amount. And I kept meaning to find out what the GSP cost was, because I'm sure it's probably around the £30 mark. So I think it would have worked out about the same. And I think maybe I should have written it in French, because it timed out, and got a message this morning, decline. And I was thinking, oh crap, I could have really done with that, like, you know, a couple of those sales. It would have been a pain to pack, but you shouldn't let that stop you selling, you know. Like, oh God, I wish I hadn't sold that because it's a pain to pack. It's not a good thing to think, but I think it quite a lot. Right, almost done this one. So I was tuned into Nick's channel last night around 8 o'clock, thinking here we go, and then suddenly realised he's on a Monday now. He's changed it. So I was like, turned up a day early at the party. No one was there. Now, I'm not too sure whether he's doing I think he's doing like half chat and then it goes to his quiz, or maybe Monday's just quiz. I really don't know. No clue. Okay. That's that one done. Morning flipping fantastic finds. Oh God, see what's making the headlines this morning. Corduroy pillows. Now, Indy, is that a joke or is that an actual corduroy pillows are making the headlines? Because I'm trying to think if that's a joke. I don't think it is. You'll have to tell me. I'm a typical kind of, you know, bloke who doesn't know what's going on, even if you say something funny like that. Okay, Cliff Richard, the Hit List Tour. 1994. The Hit List Tour program. 1994. So anyway, yeah, I did an online auction. I got completely distracted. I was telling you about that. So first time I've done an online auction. I was going to do a video about it because I was after I'd finished the auction. I didn't win anything, but I'll tell you what happened. It did have all the lots I bid on, your lots or something you could do on the website, and you could see it. But that went pretty quickly, and I suppose I can understand that. So next time I do it, I'll make sure I screen dump it or do something. But it was, I mean, the auction house quite away from me. It's Hailsham, which I don't even know where it is. Let's have a look. See if, oh God, I'm moving the thing on my laptop, and I'm using two machines here at the moment, so I'm always pressing the wrong mouse. Yes, down by Eastbourne. Christ almighty, it's miles away. So it's probably like 50 miles away. So if I bought anything from this auction house, I've just got to drive about 100-mile round trip. There were 6 lots that I was interested in. I think half of them were kind of crates of clothes, and they looked like quite nice clothes. And some of them with tags on, but of course I'm not going down to the place to check it out, which is probably a big no-no. So you only see the top bit of clothing. So it's probably like some like hugely impressive bit of clothing at the top with a label on, and underneath it's a load of pants or something. You know, who knows what lies underneath these things. And I think I was sort of saying, well, I'd go up to about. Okay, see you later, Indy. No worries. I'd go up to, I don't know, just under a tenner for each box. I was thinking, well, if there's like maybe 5 things in each box, it's a couple of quid each. Anyway, it went up to over that. It was ridiculous. It went up to quite a bit of money, and for not checking it out. There was also some gaming stuff. So there was some SNES carts, and they ended up going for, I was thinking a couple of quid each. And then there was a boxed NES with Super Mario 3 and Zelda, and I bid up to, including all the auction fees and everything and the VAT, I think I'd gone up to about £96. Pants can sell. Well, yeah, I do mind a dry. I do mind a dry shell. I'd rather do it here. Anyway, I'd gone up to 96 on that, and then I got outbid. And I didn't actually say how much this next. So it's a box NES with a Turtles box, Ninja Turtles box with Zelda, and I can see Zelda goes for like a lot of money. It had the box with it, pretty beat up, but it had the box and the sleeve it's held in. But of course, I'm thinking I might get this NES home. It didn't have a power lead, but I might get it home and it may not work, or it could just be an empty, like, you know, case, and the game might be a fake, and you just do not know. You do not know. So I didn't want to take the risk. I think in total I had 6 lots I was looking at, and I'd bid up to about £300, like in total, including the fees. And then when I got outbid, I was quite glad actually, because, you know, like I say, I've been to a local auction in Tooting, which is like hell on earth. It's like you stay there all day, and you might, you know, bid on a few things, and then you have to pick things up the next day. So it takes like 2 days out of your week. But yeah, it was a good experience, and I will look again at the next catalogue and do some real research on it, and because I've got to do something with sourcing. Like I say, I'm constantly moaning about lack of availabilities when there's no boot fairs. So yeah, jumble sales I will hit and I'll drive to. Charity shops, I'm only going in the local ones if I'm going past now. I've no way I'd drive to a charity shop these days. It's just it doesn't happen around here with charity shops. I know I'll go on about it. Hi Gimbal, hi Victoria. Good to see you, Victoria Plum. I love that name, Victoria Plum. Victoria Plum. Listing Cliff Richard programs at the moment, and generally just guessing. Okay, have I done everything I should on that one? No, I haven't. I haven't put the new photos in. Jesus. Yeah, I was thinking that, Derek. If I because I was bidding on these 6 things, and some of them were like 7 crates of clothes, 5 crates of clothes. I was thinking, oh, that'd be good. And I was thinking, oh God, I bet I'll win the 2 bloody NES carts I've bid 12 quid on, and I'll have to drive 100 miles to get 2 NES carts. But luckily I got outbid on everything, so I was quite glad. But yeah, I'm glad I kind of like got involved and had a go at that. You've got to have a go. Like I was saying yesterday, that I went to this jumble sale, or Saturday I went to this jumble sale, and it was 30 miles there, 30 miles back, and you know, got some bits and bobs, and I was a bit like, but you have to go. You know, it's either that or stay in and not do anything. And you know, you might have days where it's not brilliant, but it will happen. You will get a day. It will happen. You get a day where you get good stuff. Peter Ray's in the house. Yeah, I knew that, and there's all that gaming stuff will go mad. You know, it just says to me, you know, resellers are going to bid on this, or not particularly resellers, collectors, and it's a blindingly obvious lot. And the sort of thing I like is not so obvious stuff. Like the best I picked up, I've still got it actually. I wonder if I've got it here. Hang on. Here it is. Now, I picked this up. This is how bad I am. I picked this up 3 years ago when I first started reselling. It was a lot of Greasby's, and I ended up getting it for like minimum £6. No one bid on it. It was £6, and it was loads of photos from films. And there are some kind of famous films. Let's see if I can get a famous. So there's sort of like some Betty Davis photos. There's, who's that? Yeah, there we go, Betty Davis. But the interesting thing is they're all from the studio. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's typical, don't it? You see that? They're all, and some of them have got, you know, I think they've been held in some kind of archive. So I've had these for 3 years, and I'm sure I should find, if anyone who knows things about film photos, because these aren't copies of photos. They're not like reproduced stuff. This is original from the era. Anyway, look, I picked up like that lot for £6. I mean, if I could sell each of those, for £1,000, I could retire. No, I don't know how much. I've got no idea how much they're worth, whether to bundle them, but they've been sat on the shelf for like 3 years. And some of them are from films that are just, no one's ever heard of. But yeah, filmography. I need a filmographer to help me out with that one. And like another thing I picked up, again, it was the last lot of the day, like lot number 700 or something. Auctions at Greasby's go on forever, and they take, they sap your soul away, because you're sat there in a freezing cold, surrounded by grotty people from Tooting like me, who are trying to get something for nothing. And but one of the other best ones I got is a load of IKEA shelving units with plastic kind of trays. Well, we kept those for ourselves because the boys had them, but I've got those for £6, and it was about 20 IKEA shelving units, and I know they sell for sort of £20–30 each. It's ridiculous. So occasionally you do get quirky stuff there that you can, but some of the stuff there, anything gaming related, or they sell loads and loads of shoes, and they always go for like, or they did 3 years ago. I'm about to buy a signed Ron Moody. All right. Oh, really? £50? Christ. Well, that's a signed one. Yeah, I should get them listed. Yeah, you're right. I remember I started listening at the time, and then got loads and loads of views, and I took them down because I was like, ooh, I should research them more and see how much money they just stayed there for 3 years. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, Cliff. Back to Cliff. That's number 4. Got to get Cliff done. We've got 2 more Cliffs. Cliff 40th anniversary tour. Yeah, they're press photos. Yeah, they're original or studio photos. Let's have a look. Let's see if there's, so there's a classic example. So it says on the back, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so this is a photo. Let's see if I can actually get this camera doing something. There we go. So it says, you might be reading this backwards. Not between scenes, Susan Hayward portraying. It's gone out of focus, but portraying la-di-da in MGM's "I'll Try Tomorrow," or what does it say? "I'll Cry Tomorrow." Prepares for her next scene in the production. So they're studio photographs, I think, or maybe studio produced for the press. But yeah, interesting. Betty Davis, and there's another one. It says on the back of this one, whoever that is, copyright for private collection only, must not be something reproduced or given away. Must not be shown on eBay or on YouTube. So yeah, interesting. That one's got a sticker. So, Two-Faced Woman, MGM, Greta Garbo, Melvin Douglas. Great little lot this was, you know, and you know, showed them to my dad, and he was like, well interested in all of those. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into those. Right, okay, Cliff. We're neglecting Cliff Richard. Like I say, I am going to plow on with these until I get sick of streaming, so you might have to put up with me for quite a while, but yeah, feel free to dip out. Okay. Cliff 40th anniversary concert tour program. Oh dear, I've run out of characters. It doesn't happen very often. Concert tour program. We've got a year. Oh, got a year on the ticket. 1999. The Royal Albert Hall. Look at that. £25. Some of these ticket prices, especially for the West End shows, are like 50 quid. It's crazy. And there's a couple of tickets. I'm like, that's like 100, best part of 100 quid. Or is 100 quid. Okay. Hello, Double Karma. How you doing? It's amazing how tired you get walking around sourcing. And when you do boot fairs, yeah, I'm like I say, this morning I kind of woke up thinking I'm going to spend this week doing everything I should do and being really good. And one of those is just doing a little bit of exercise. Like I say, it's just, I don't want to go mad on anything, but if I can just do my little bit of listing, my little bit of packing, my little bit of tidying, my little bit of drinking water when I should, and making sure I'm hydrated and not eating bloody junk food and eating some good food, and a little bit of exercise. Not a lot, just maybe a walk or a stretch, nothing crazy, but just little bits, manageable little chunks. Because I think, Pigs, you go down the gym, don't you? And I don't do that, so you know I'm totally kind of not in the habit of that. But if you don't do this stuff, if you don't do, if you're not good at getting down and doing what you should be doing, it's a bit weird. Yeah, just do a little. Try and do a little bit of, you know, exercise every day. I do think there's a risk with reselling because you're not going to work. When I used to work like office job, worked in human resources before I was a reseller. I used to cycle like 10 miles every day up to Wimbledon, and that was, I didn't cycle fast, but you know I used to think of that as like that was my one bit of exercise. And I obviously haven't done that since I haven't cycled in 3 years, which is terrible really. So yeah, definitely good to exercise, because it's, you know, once you start going to car boots, and you know I'll go to my local car boot at like 6:30 in the morning and walk around 3 times. That's a long old walk really. And then I might, you know, sometimes I go to 3 car boots in a day. So if I'm walking around each one, I really feel it when I get home. I think I've been up at 6:30. I've just basically been walking, pulling a great big heavy granny trolley for the last sort of 5 hours. I'm assuming no one wants to come in the chat. Also, I haven't got my headphones on, so I couldn't hear you anyway. But if you do want to come in, I will put my headphones on and I'll post the link. But normally with these, I've kind of like left it that I'm just sort of listing because I'm assuming I'm on background fodder. Okay, list. Yeah, that's true. We used to get sent loads of what are those really expensive chocolates, which are about 100 quid a box. We used to get sent those. I've forgotten the name of them. Ah, okay. Bucklewye, Mr. Bucklewye. Let me just sort myself out. Hang on. Have to give me a moment. Okay. Oh, Damien. I was thinking no one was going to come. Right, let me put the link in the chat. And let me just, I'm going to have to, what am I doing? I'll keep my microphone where it is, and I've got my earphones plugged in. Okay. We're testing my technical abilities now. Okay, so there's the link. It'd be nice to see you, Damien. Right. Okay, so I've listed 5 items now. I've done 5 Cliff Richard programs, but let's get this last one live. Yeah, I'm on 467 listings at the moment, but like I say, I think I've got to probably delete about 30 of them. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cliff Richards, and I'll do something that is not a Cliff Richard program after this. Oh, there's Damien. Let's see if I can add him in, and hopefully I'll be able to hear him.
Morning.
Hello, Damien.
How you doing?
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Just got back from the charity shops.
Oh, did you get anything?
Right, I've got a couple of bits, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do share.
I will, hang on. I've got loads to share if you like. I've got.
Well, you can start talking, and I can just relax. And
I've got all my jumble bits from the weekend, and I can show whatever you want from that. So this morning, I've got explosives.
Oh, okay.
Sealed. It's split. I paid £2 for it. And
Oh yeah, you could probably Amazon. Do you do Amazon?
I've just started doing Amazon.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll say that I've got a load of books out there that I need to. Is this out of focus now? Come on.
With something like that, because it's always a pain where they're split, and you couldn't do it as new, but you could do it as you know, like very good condition if the price is there for Amazon.
Yeah,
but you'd still have to put it in some sort of bag or something to keep it.
I might be gated on those on Amazon.
Well, I think I was gated over Christmas, and it's worth checking whether it's just a time period thing where you're gated for. So.
To get the camera to focus on me again. Hello.
That always happens to me, and then when I try and do it,
you got C920.
Huh?
It's got a C920.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I got it a couple of months ago.
Hi Z, how are you? Another sealed thing. That was £2, by the way. That's
all right. That is for £2.
That was £2.50.
Oh, they always go.
Yeah,
they always go. I've had those quite a few times.
Yeah, that's brand new and sealed.
Very nice.
So, having that every day of the week. And the other thing I've got, I need hopefully some clothing experts in the chat.
That's not me.
No, it's not me either. Pick this up. It's Maddox, which I think is German.
No idea. It looks like a nice jacket though.
It's leather. It's like suede leather.
Go on. How much was that? If I saw that in my local charity shop, it would probably be between £8 and £10.
That was £1.
Oh,
we've got one charity shop in town. There's a couple of little marks on it, but I think they'll just wipe off.
Yeah.
There's one charity shop in town where everything is £1. All their clothes is £1, but they usually don't have anything very much.
Yeah. So it's a local one to you. You just pop in and you can hoover stuff up when it's there. Yeah.
Well, I get a couple of bits. I got a nice Levi's jacket from there once. I thought I was really, really impressed with that, and then got home and found it didn't have a zip on it. The fobby bit was missing, so it's like, oh well.
What did you do with it? I mean, you probably could still sell it. Yeah, you could probably still sell it as long as you explain it. I mean,
yeah,
it just goes from hoping to get maybe 25, 30 to getting 10, 15, but you're still making money on it. So.
Yeah, I just seem to have a sort of mental block on clothes. I'll pick them up and they're still just not listed. I think I've listed 3 items of clothing, and I've got more to do.
They are a pain because there's so much prep around them, like to photograph them. It's making sure there's no creases on them, and then all the measurements you have to do on them, and then they're the one item which are probably you're going to get most likely to get a return on is clothing. So
it just doesn't enthuse me.
And to be honest, a lot of the time there's not a great deal of profit, but I suppose sometimes there is, but it's one of the items that you get less return on investment on. So
yeah.
I think people who are good at clothes, they got the numbers, they got the huge numbers of clothes.
So I am trying. It's just sort of trying to push it into it and see what I can do out of it.
Well, you got to have a go, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. But I just don't care about clothes.
Who is it who's Nick doesn't like clothes. Nick Hills, he doesn't like clothes.
We can give it to Andrea though, can't he?
Yeah, well, that's it.
Missed it. She'll go, great, yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much. And,
I think about this quite a lot with reselling, and I don't know whether you've thought of this. Obviously, just starting reselling, you look at other resellers and sort of what numbers they're doing, and sometimes you forget that. I'm working by myself. I don't do a list. She couldn't care less about reselling, and a lot of other people who are reselling do it in teams of 2. So
yeah, I've seen that.
If you think of like, oh my god, they've got loads, or their numbers, if they see their turnover numbers, you have got to sort of bear in mind, oh, hang on a minute, it's just me. So
I do try to not pay attention to what they're doing. I'll look at, I'll stalk their stores and have a look and see what they're selling and see if they've got anything interesting and sort of pick up tips. But you
can't let it affect you. It's exactly the right thing. You should do. The only thing you should really focus on is yourself and what you're doing. But there was obviously like if someone puts a Facebook post saying, "Oh, my turnover is 15,000 for the month," you're like, what?
Yeah.
Mine's like 2p. What's going on?
But it's been not a great weekend. I've already done with posting this morning. I only had 2 items to go out.
Yeah, I think those sort of things on Facebook and things, it is best to ignore them. But if you've had a bad week, or you're ever going through a bit of a rough time with reselling, they can like throw you. So it is an act.
Look at my mountain of parcels that I'm posting out. It's like, yeah, go away.
Here's my mountain of parcels, and you look at it like, I've got one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So you did a jumble. Was that local jumble to you?
It was about 6 or 7 miles away by car. So drove down there on Saturday. Road was closed, so I had to take a diversion around the new junction on the M20, which was fun.
Yeah.
But got there and it's like, oh crap, there's a queue, and I wanted to do some footage of it, but the battery died because I did footage of charity shops on Saturday instead.
Yeah.
And I took the spare battery and I plugged it in, and it was like, this battery hasn't been charged. So it's like,
yeah, my one was absolutely crazy at the weekend. Absolutely nuts.
I got a couple of bits. What did I get? I've got. Let's have a look. Got a little mini Kenwood mini chopper.
You got a little chopper.
Right, look.
That's nice.
That was pounds, so I had that.
Yeah.
I just went straight in, bolted straight for because it's in 2 rooms, and they went it's like bric-a-bracs out the back, so I just bolted straight out there, and it was like, sort of clothes, everyone just went to the clothes, so I went off the other way. Clocked a couple of resellers in the queue behind me because they were there was a indoor boot fair just around the corner from me, which was absolutely hopeless. It had like 7 stalls back in end of November, and these guys were behind me on that as well. And you know a reseller when you see.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah. I saw one at mine that I'd seen before, but.
Yeah, and they were there, and they were behind me again, and as I paying attention to what they were doing, and they went straight to the toy section. At the boot fair, they were looking at sort of the mixed Lego stuff and all that. So stayed away from that. Just went straight out the back. Got the Sanyo.
Oh, nice.
So
is it working fine?
I haven't tested it yet. It seems clean enough. So
that's probably about like 15.
About 15 or so quid. Nothing specials, no cables with it, anything like that.
Even if it's broken, I save up all my broken ones, and you can sell like 3 for a tenner. So you never chuck them because they do sell for spares.
And I've got a Canon AF35M. It's quite nice. If that works, it looks clean enough. It's got film in it still. If that tests okay, that's about 50 quid.
Nice.
Yeah.
I used to work for Canon years ago. I always like finding Canon cameras.
Yeah. So just grab that. It was, jumble sales. You don't ever get a chance to look at anything. And,
well, it's so cheap, isn't it? You
just go right, £2. Right, that's in my bag.
I picked up this thing, which I was going to list next actually. So it's an Alpha Smart.
Yeah, I saw your video last night.
You saw that, yeah. So I've just tested it this morning, and the battery.
What is it? Is it just a keyboard?
I think it's something to do with a Mac, like some sort of like word processing. Why you need another keyboard?
No, that was what my question. So
let's have a look. What does it say? So it says the Alpha Smart works with any desktop or laptop computer with external keyboard or USB port, whether IBM compatible. Well, so it works on PC, so I could check it on mine. So what is it? Perhaps it's just like it's got word processing. What on earth is it? I have no idea what it is. It's like you type a load of stuff on here and then you transfer it over. It's a weird, weird thing. But someone was saying it's worth between 30 and 50 if it works. So it had gunked up batteries in. I've just give it a little clean up and got power to it, but I still need to sort of make sure it's absolutely clean and like consistently turns on. But yeah, I'll just kind of I'll have a look now and see what it's worth. But that was a quid, and it's those kind of things. Even if it hadn't worked, it's all right. It's all right to chuck it away because it's so cheap.
Bag, yeah, and that's it. Get away, cat. Cat, move. Cat's being interested. What else have I got?
So if you haven't subscribed to Damien's channel, DB Resells, although he's doing much better than me on the subs, so I don't probably need to say anything.
Again, I don't know how I ended up with so many so quickly.
It's absolutely. I mean, you've just got to tell us your secret.
As I said when you messaged me the other day, I said I think it was just the title of my first video. It's like I quit my job to sell on eBay.
Yeah, that will bring people in. Perhaps I should put like a tag in saying, watch and you'll get £1 million or something, or something absolutely ridiculous.
It's a bit of a clickbaity title, but it was true. It's exactly what it was, and I think. About 4 days after I posted that video, that it just a spike in it. So I think YouTube picked it up.
It's weird, isn't it? It's kind of like sometimes, I can be on like someone else's chat, and I was on. Nick mentioned me, I think, or Andrew sort of dropped me a bit of a plug, and I thought, oh, this will really go, and it went up a bit, but didn't go up by much. And then I was on someone else's channel. And they mentioned it, and I didn't think anything would happen at all when it jumped like a huge amount. So you never know what's going to happen, really. Yeah. But I just plug along with it and see. Like I say, I'm doing it to make me work, which is kind of happening. So.
Yeah, I'm just doing it sort of like documenting, just as part of the community. if I, I'm in all the chats, otherwise I'll be here in this, house all day, every day. And if you don't get involved in it, then you end up being isolated. So it's just part of being being isolated. So it's a jumping.
It's really weird because I've been doing this for like 3 years, since like the back end of 2016, and I don't know whether it's kind of like how I think about things, but I kind of thought for like 3 years, why would I want to do a YouTube channel? And I used to go in chat, so if, if there was someone doing a stream, I'd always kind of be there. There'd be about four or five channels where I'd always be in the chat, so I'd always be there. But it was only, kind of back into last year, I thought, my work wasn't consistent, so that's what led to me doing it. And since I've been doing it, because I just assumed, like, who on earth is going to watch? Because there's so many reselling channels out there. Why would you even want to watch my one? But they do.
Same as we watch all the others. It's like there was, why would you watch me? It's because you're doing what I'm interested in.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it.
Like, I'm always on the lookout for new people, and I watch the ones that are, just starting out. They'll post in the Facebook group saying, I've started a YouTube channel, so I'll go and check them out. And you don't get your core of ones that you want to watch regularly, but there are times where you go, okay, well, I watch a bit. So you've got your list of all the ones that you dip in and out of, and just see how they're going and how they're doing, and you can learn from the newbies and.
Totally.
You learn from everybody. So Pixel Can Fly is in the chat. I started watching him. He started after me. And, I love his videos.
It's really good. Yeah.
I hope he does well as well. And
right. That's this thing. I can get 50 quid for it, which is all right.
Nice.
Although I have got to clean up, so I'm just going to draft this one, I think.
So the biggest pickup I got on Saturday was I paid £10 for it. It was a bag of books sitting up at the back on the stage. They are. I've just got one. A set of 24 Agatha Christie hardbacks, sort of a collect. One of these collections. 1970. So I paid £10 for them, and I looked at completed and solds. And I've got them up for 150 with best offer.
Nice.
So that was half the £20 that I spent, and half the value of what I got as well. So bloody heavy, but But I'm not scared of shipping heavy stuff. If I can pick it up, if I can carry it, I'll ship it. I've got a DPD near a drop off near me. I've got a Parcel Force drop off just down the road, and Hermes is just a quick car ride away, so I've got no issue with like I say, if I can put cardboard around it and pick it up, I will.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's worth the money to do it. Then
the only thing I think about, like I shipped a TV video combi, little box set, and that got smashed. It was £150, so I got smashed. I had to refund it. So I've kind of I'm not so keen on sending that sort of thing. So I've got I've got a computer monitor on sale at the moment, but it's pick up only. But books and stuff, if it's anything under like 10 kilograms, I've just got to go and answer my door. I think someone's just delivering something.
I'll have a look at the chat then. I've been not been really, Hello. What we got? Toy plum. Right, okay. To show something else I got from the charity shop on Saturday. If you've been watching my videos, you will know that I keep picking up some Star Wars stuff from British Heart Foundation. I've had a few bits, and I picked up on Saturday as well. It was £2.99. It's the 40th anniversary edition, and from a couple of years ago, and it goes for £35. So, and I picked up a Sith Trooper with it for £1.99, and that sold for £20 yesterday. So, British Heart Foundation. Hello, Peter. How are you, Peter?
Hello,
Peter Ray.
We'll pop in for a bit. Yeah.
You're in a new kind of area there, Pete. You're not in you haven't got Stephen
in the conservatory. Yeah, I'm just checking out all my stuff I got at the Jumble.
Yeah.
Everyone's been at Jumbles this weekend. It's great. It's like,
I know they have. Yeah.
Pete,
stuff like.
Let's have a look and see what Pete got.
Let's see what Pete got.
We've got stuff like that. Laptop bags.
Nice.
Lovely.
Just usual laptop bags. I think there was.
What was that that fell out?
50p.
Was that a silica gel packet that fell out there?
Yep.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the.
I did think it might be something else.
Yeah. It was 30p to get in at Tolworth.
Yeah.
And I saw one reseller there. I got this camera bag.
Oh yeah, you like those, don't you? Yeah. What was that?
There's a Xeno camera bag.
Xeno. Nice.
Yeah, probably get about 15, possibly 20 quid. I have to have a look at up all the brands. And that one. A couple of these games just for Doom.
Oh, Doom. God,
Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil. They were 20p each.
About 24 years ago, I used to set up computer networks and play Doom with about like 10 other guys.
Little lamp.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous. All on Cisco. Cisco?
I had to go on a couple of these. A women's
for you, Pete.
jelly shoes, yeah. Size 5.
Your size,
you got sitting there on the table, and I was like, yeah, they're sitting there on the table. I was like, I had to go and pick them up.
That's even bloody worse.
Lovely for the beach.
But I've got this Gore-Tex jacket. If you can see that.
Oh yeah, I had a jacket similar colour to that, but it was a peak performance one. But that's a nice colour. Oh, Gore-Tex, yeah. Yeah, that's a good brand. That's a good thing.
It is indeed, yeah. Because I've tried to check out complete styles all over the place, for different types. This is like the bright orange, because you can class it as anything. Like
how much you going to put that on for?
High, quite high. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen one on eBay that's the same matches as. I've seen different ones. Very very similar. Like going for, there's some going for between like 40 to over 100.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Bring price down.
But this one, there's none on here. Like the inside of it's just black.
Yeah.
Your usual pockets. I paid £1.
Lovely.
For that one. Not too bad. What else have we got here? A couple of these hats.
Oh, they'll sell. I've
sold them before.
Peaky Blinders was the keyword. Yeah.
Yeah, you do realise you're getting a preview of a video that I'm going to do later.
Well,
you're getting it special, and then this one.
I'm hoping it will boost my subs, Pete. Oh, I like that. That's Arthur Daly.
Arthur Daly, yeah, from Mind, yeah, it's a large. And then the last one's these Mountain Warehouse trousers.
And they always sell as well. Walking trousers always sell. So
and that was about
15, 20 quid.
Spend that much.
Yeah, good pickups though.
Definitely.
Yeah, I didn't go through clothes at my one. It was just like, God, it really was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I managed to jump in the first to get the clothes because some lady put Gore-Tex jacket down. I was like, love. You do realize, I said to myself, love.
Did you say that to her, Pete?
It's going to sell. I didn't tell her nothing like that. I just said to her, I just said to myself, in my mind, that's going to sell. And I knew it was straight away.
Yeah.
So I picked it up. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff there.
It's always getting out there and checking out places near you. There you've got to go.
Jumbles can be amazing because you can go in there and you might only get like 4 or 5 items, but if you get and it might cost you like 3 or 4 quid. But if you get the right items and you're selling them for 20, 30 quid, 40 quid maybe, you pay 200 quid easily. Yeah, minus the fees and whatever. But
of course, yeah.
And if you really hit it big, you're laughing.
Yeah. As long as you don't spend, Mr. Cummins, a £5 to get into a jumble, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, is that you talking about the Epsom one?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
Oh man, you're rubbing
And
salt in the
one at the
wound.
pawn shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I paid a £5 to get there early, and I had someone almost try and get in a fight with me. Unbelievable. So I've never told this story on YouTube, but now a little time's passed. I think I can say what happened. So I was in lovely Epsom, home of Peter Ray,
my area,
in a church of all places, and in a queue, probably about 3 or 4 back, talking to another reseller, a couple of guys who were reselling, and they'd come up from Guildford, and we're chatting away. And then when they started letting people in, this guy or 2 guys came up the side and went to push in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, I just turned to him and said to one of them, "There is a queue," and that's all that was. You know, that's all I said. And the guy I said it to was, "Okay, that's fine." The other guy who was with, he was going, "Did he say something? Did he say something?" And then he started saying effing and seeing, and he's going to knock me out. And we got in there.
Yeah.
He was like a little guy. He was like Penfold out of Danger Mouse.
Fair enough.
And I'm just like looking at him going, you know, what do you do in these situations? And you've got to try and just not get involved, really. Yeah, because anything, I know he's only little, but I mean, he could be on anything, or anything could happen. And he was about 50 years old as well. He really was like a little frustrated little man. And I just turned to him and said, "We're in a church. Just calm down. You know, don't get stressed." But he was on my shoulder, like going, "I'm going to knock you out." It was the most surreal thing I think I've ever experienced with it. And it's just ridiculous. It really was. But yeah, it's quite funny. I mean, just. But people do get. I see it at boot fairs. Yeah, there is pushing in at the one we go to, Peter, Hook Road. You know, people always push in, and I think people get really frustrated with it. But I just tend to ignore it. You know.
Yeah, it's the best way, really.
There's so many stalls in there. You know, if people want to push in, you know, I'll just let Karma sort them out. But,
yeah,
there we go.
I'm sure you walk past them with a big box of goodies that you found.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I see people,
oh, sorry, didn't see that. Oh, look.
I've seen people run in to a boot fair and go, you know, start running around, and I go, what is the point of that? Because like the one we go to, there's probably like 400 cars, maybe 300 cars, you know, and you're talking like 30 rows. And I always go to like maybe the 3rd or 4th row along, and I start there, or I might go at the back sometimes. But someone running in, like it's like supermarket sweep. They're running in, they're like, oh
God,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But there you go.
Yeah, but to be fair though, Pete, talk about supermarket sweep. Most of the people go to our boot sales. I've got that Dale Winton looking tan. Anyway.
That's true. Although a lot of resellers these days seem to have big furry beards. That's the thing I've noticed. Especially when I went to Hitch It. It was like I think they're Steve Green clones. They're all sort of like
Steve Green, iTail Resale or whatever it is,
Yeah, they're taking that look. Perhaps I should grow a big furry beard. Who knows?
I can't grow a big furry beard. This is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, Pete, what happened to yours?
Yeah.
Pete, yours.
I just got fed up with it, getting caught and stuff, like zips and stuff, and I just gone, that'll do.
You should have auctioned it off on the Aussie resales. Pete's beard.
Yeah, hair. Yeah. True.
Genuine Peter Ray beard.
But I still got some good stuff though for the auction.
Yeah, you bought what was it you bought?
I brought rods, origami.
Yeah.
The origami, the Red Yoda, and some couple of books and other bits and pieces. At the last second.
I'm just going to nip down the chat because I've been totally ignoring it for ages.
Yeah, that's fair, mate.
Right, okay, what we got? There's loads of people talking to each other. Hello, everyone in the chat. I'm sorry I have been ignoring it.
It's difficult to keep up with the chat, I've noticed. It's like,
I can't do
it. This one, and it's like, you know, I sit there and, you know,
yeah.
And you think, oh, come on, you haven't read my message. It's like to see way behind and all that. and like actually doing it, it's like you can't keep up with the chat.
No, we've got Jennifer Hayes in the chat and RJ have just come in. So hello to you. Z's packing some Lord of the Rings figures.
Yeah, he sold them, didn't he?
God, 116 figures.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Everyone's just working away.
Yeah.
Derek's had a good January. Have your sales been, Pete? Your sales good at the moment?
Yeah, not too bad. I wouldn't say they're brilliant, but just got to keep plugging away and keep getting items, keep listing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep listing. The way I see it is, if I've only got 2 things to pack, then that means I've got more time to list.
Yeah, exactly. I'll definitely, yeah.
The last Monday it took me most of Monday to pack everything up, but I had all those big electricals. So it's like the video VCR, I had the printer. The printer was massive. It was like 10 kilos worth of printer. It was one of these proper professional jobbies, and it's like, and I was really worried about packing it, because all I ended up packing it was a bit of bubble wrap on the bottom, and the box was so snug on either side. It was literally just one fit. But it got there, and I've had positive feedback from it, and it's just I've not packed this well enough. I've not packed this well enough, but I haven't got a box any bigger than this. Yeah, it got there. So I trust DPD for things like that, because you know, I find that the heavy stuff that they can't really sling about, they don't sling about so much.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with Hermes, touch wood, yet. So
I've been all right with Hermes. I don't send a lot with Hermes. I only send stuff I think with Hermes, stuff that's just over 2 kilos.
Yeah,
is prohibitive to by cost with Royal Mail, because I've got the post office is just down the road, so I send 99% of my stuff with Royal Mail, because most of what I sell is small parcels. If it tips over the 2 kilo mark, then I'll send it with Hermes, but I haven't had any issues with them.
Yeah, same here.
I did try to avoid them in December though, simply because they were quite overwhelmed. I think there was an article said that they, after Black Friday, they had like 500,000 more parcels than they had planned for, and I don't think they recovered from that until just after Christmas. Just too much, but hopefully, I think they, as long as they learn lessons from that and plan for it for this year, should see an improvement. They've got a bit of a bad rep in places, but if they keep improving and they want to stay as competitive as they want to, then they have to. Otherwise, another one will come along.
I mean, I think I've been doing this like just over 3 years. I've never had anything go missing with Hermes. I've had maybe 2 or 3 things go missing with Royal Mail, and a couple of them have been to Italy. So I tend to, and I've never put in the claim. That's something. Next time I lose something, I should do, because I think even with Standard International, you're covered up to £20. So I think one of the things that stops people is that you should have, Royal Mail say, if you want to put in a claim, you need the original receipt of when you bought it.
Yeah, but you do.
I think what I'll try is next time I do that, I'll just print off my PayPal receipt for the sale and see if it goes through. I mean, all you can do is try.
Yeah, definitely. I think like I've over years only had one claim to Royal Mail, but that was last summer. It took me. I did it online. It took me probably about 3 weeks before I got refunded. I only got refunded. I didn't get refunded the postage. It was going to UK. I got refunded the full amount of the item, what it sold for. So I was happy within 3 weeks. But I use plenty of other services.
What did you send them as a receipt? Did you send a receipt or anything with it? Or
I found the original receipt. I put in the original a tracking number. That's the most important thing you need.
But was it the
tracking number? And then I put the receipt through, and then
was it the
through, and then they'll find.
Was it the receipt that the person who bought something off you, was it their receipt, or was it? Do you know what I mean? Or was it?
Yeah. No. It was. I had the PayPal one as well, just in case. Print it off. I always do anyway. But
Yeah.
I had the receipt from the post office. I go. I had
Yeah. Proof of postage.
The tracking one, because they asked for it, and I was like, oh damn, where'd I put it? I found it, and it was the correct one. And I scanned it through, and then they filled the numbers in, and it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, it's good to know that it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done. Yeah, but to be fair, though, touch wood, and I've not had many problems with other couriers. I had one thing lost in Hermes, but I managed to get a refund.
I know some people have had real, some real problems with Hermes. But like I say,
I don't see Hermes very often.
Some of it's pot luck. I'm listing this now, which is a pull along.
Oh, you're doing that? Fair enough.
Yeah, that was a 50p with something else. I'm going to list that for 15 and postage. Let's see how that does.
I need to have a It's getting so messy in here. But I think that's going to be tomorrow, so I want to get listing done this afternoon. Done everything I needed to do this morning.
Okie dokes.
Yeah, it's easy to lose a morning though, like if you're packing or if you're doing stuff, or especially when people go live on Mondays.
Yeah, so I have noticed it's easy to fill up your day. So when because I've only been full time for a month now. It was 13th of December. I left, so it's like, if you don't keep on top of your time management, you've got the day's right. It's time for dinner, and all you've done is
you've done nothing. You lost the day.
It's like packed a couple of parcels, and it's like, right, okay, well, I need a routine. So I know a lot of people sort of say, oh, get your listing done first, because your packing can, you're going to get around to doing the packing anyway. But I find if I get up and I do all my packing first thing, and hit the charity shops in the morning, then I've been outside. I've been, I'm up and I'm raring to go. So
ready to go.
I haven't got that lethargy of just going, well, I'm just going to do the listing and sit there, because I do everything on my iPad. I've got iPad Pro and I do everything.
Oh, right.
So it's very easy to just lay back on the sofa and go, I'm just going to do that and all that. And then you don't. So I found if I get up and get out and get down to the post office before the old ladies do, and then head straight in.
All the pension money, Get
out of the way, Doris. It's my turn. Then I find that my afternoon is more productive.
Yeah, cool. I
can get, because the way I do my listing on my iPad is I will take the photos on my iPad, and then I will find what I'm listing. I'll do sell similar or create the listing and add the photos to it, and then save that as a draft, and then just do all that. So I've got I'll say it's like Zahir, and they will create a blank listing and then add the photos afterwards. I do it the other way around because
I do both ways.
I'm finding that easy, so I can spend the afternoon doing all the drafting, getting all the photos done while I've got the house and then I can watch streams in the evening, and then I can just drip them out. I can just type in the details and all that as I go. And that's all I've got to do, which I find is the easy bit. I'm way more productive.
What size shop have you got, Damien? Have you got just like the small shop at the moment?
I have currently. So I've only got the basic, but I have 87 items.
Oh, right.
Cool. 87 active listings. I'm trying to get that. I should be able to get that over to over 100 by tomorrow. Because things aren't selling, so it's going up. But up until last week, I find that I couldn't keep up. That I was listing as much as I was selling, and I went for.
Well, that's good. That is a good thing.
That is good. So I went for when I started, it's like once I got up to about 40 listings, I found that I was selling at least one item a day.
Yeah, I tell you, it's definitely the activity on eBay. So I mean, what I do now is I'm listing loads of stuff, but I'll make sure 5 go on today and make sure that I've got 5 for the sort of next week ready in drafts to just make live.
Yeah.
Rather than do 30 today. So.
But my death pile isn't really that huge, so I am listing pretty much as fast as I'm buying. So I'll pick up 3 items, and then I've only got 3 items to list. And I've got a few bits of clothes that I'm just picking out and doing to try and list every day. I didn't do anything yesterday. Yesterday was just a family day. But as soon as I got home from the jumble sale on Saturday, I listed 4 of the items, 2 of which have sold. Which was only the Sith Trooper Star Wars figure, and I picked up a set of 3 blank sets that they sold yesterday.
If you can get in the habit of listing as soon as you get it, that's the best thing to do, really. It is difficult.
I don't want to have anything unlisted for more than a week after I've got it. Once we start getting into boot sale season, it'd be right by August on Saturday and Sunday. And what I bought that weekend, I want listed by Friday, so I'll go out the next Saturday.
Where that goes off the rails sometimes for me is like boot fairs can knock you out, so it can knock you out for like the rest of Sunday or whatever. And also if you get stuff that needs attention, so I've got a big pile of electronics that needs attention, Lego kits that are missing bits, and all that sort of stuff. But sometimes you kind of have to take that, okay, I've got it, is it doable now? And if it's not, put it aside and get stuff that is doable now. But you do then end up with a pile of stuff that you have to pay attention to.
I found that I had all the electronics I listed. They were sat from the boot fairs that I got. There was a big boot fair in Canterbury at the end of October. It was the last one of the year, and it was packed. Absolutely, it was really busy. And I picked up all these. I've got the VCR and the printer and a few other bits, and they ended up just sitting there. Sitting there, and it was like got to Christmas, and it was like, I've got to list these, and I listed them, and they all sold within the week. And it was it's like, well, I've been getting that £200 worth of stock for 2 months, so it's like and I've had the time to list it. It's like, well, that's going to take an hour to do because I've got the printer. I have to plug it in, test it works, print something out, download drivers for it because it didn't come with any software. And it's like, well, that's an hour's job. It's like, well, I don't want to do that today. I'm going to list these 5 items that I could do in that hour. But it's a combination of laziness and that's something I've not got to get into that. But now I'm full time. So I've got the time to do it. Christmas is out of the way. Just get it done. So you've got to
be lazy. That's what gets in the way of me doing stuff. Is being lazy. So
there
you go.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Just try to best. But so I find that getting up and going out first thing in the morning makes me less lazy in the afternoon.
I can understand that.
Whereas so I try to because before Christmas I was so I'll do my listing and that and then I would rush doing my packing and try and get orders so I could get down the post office before 5 o'clock. So and that really wasn't working for me because it was like, well, if I have an unproductive morning because I get up late or so it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, get up, and then it's and then it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, shit, I've got 10 items to pack. I've got 2 hours to do it. You get down the post office and it's dark and miserable, and then you come home and then you've got dinner to do and whatnot, and you've completely lost the day, and then you either end up sort of like listing at midnight. And I'm trying very hard to sort of keep it as a day job.
You need a culture.
Work sort of 9 to 5 kind of hours, but still do bits in the evening, and I can just plod in the evening and just dip in and out. If it's there's nothing on the telly, I'll list something, and just get 1 extra listing done. So I have to be bottom heavy, and I'm finding that's working for me quite well. But it's only been a week, but ask me again next month.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's cool. So, and then how do you fit around your YouTube channel, Damien?
I'm finding making the videos is helping me be more productive because I can say, right, okay, well,
that's cool.
Do that, and and I've noticed other YouTubers are like that as well. It's like I will make a video, and that will help me because it's like, well, I need to make content for that, so therefore I need to do the work. So the YouTube channel is a byproduct of it, because you say, well, this is what I'm doing. So to do that, you actually need to do the stuff in the first place. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's been a month. So what?
Good.
Seven, 8 videos now, something like that in the last month.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
That's all right, then. Yeah, it's good.
Yesterday, but then I thought, no, I bottled it, and it was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not ready for my own live yet. I'll do it. Join a couple of
get out there, yeah.
And get used to StreamYard and trying to keep
StreamYard, yeah, all that sort of stuff, yeah.
I can't keep up with the chat. It's not even my chat.
Chat. Yeah. There's so many chats, so many lives, this, that, and the other.
The chat are just talking amongst themselves.
Keeping up.
Yeah, but I'm finding I am enjoying joining other people's streaming. I've done a couple of Andrews.
Yeah, that's what I do occasionally.
And now done Peter's as well. And I quite like those. But they can be a time sink, so you have to be careful. But
indeed, it can be. Yeah,
a lot of them are in the evening. That's why I try and keep it so I can spend. Yeah. I look at me and what have I spent on YouTube in the last? This will be shocking.
Oh God, I don't even look.
I'm gonna look. What have I done in the last 7 days? Time watched. 32 hours in the last 7 days.
Jesus, mine's probably around that. I just watch random videos sometimes and get a bit distracted.
We don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
So I'm finding that I'll just watch YouTube in the evening, depending who's on.
Yeah, sounds good. It's always some YouTube channel to watch.
Yeah, you've got cooking
content they do.
Monday. You've got new quiz channel tonight as well. Not a whole lot.
Cooking Hayden's live from America.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there. For I do like cooking. It's like
you already had about 4 lives this morning. Alden Pete's.
Yeah, I stopped in for Tracy and Tommy's this morning. They were still on.
Oh God, I missed that. I miss Karen Sells Clothes. I miss Kelly's.
Are you doing the quiz tonight then, Damien?
I think I might be there. I've got to keep on your toes, Peter.
Peter be there, definitely. We'll win the quiz.
Wow. I don't know how you type to it. I mean, I do it on my iPad. And
I know how you type so quickly.
I'm getting unstuck.
I've got 3 hands.
How
do I got 3 hands? Yeah, I won't disclose his secret on that. Because he wants to win tonight.
Well, there isn't a secret, to be honest. I'll just, like I say, I think
I know roughly what it is. But yeah, talk about Nick and Andrew. They weren't live last night, so I managed to do 2 or 3 listings last night. Why they weren't live for? I might have to do listings.
They were live last night, and I went on, and I was sitting there waiting for them to turn up, and then I remembered.
They put a post on community and on a Facebook group because there was some 80s thing.
It's like, now what am I going to do? So what should we do? We ended up watching Doctor Who last night. And,
okay.
Now, Masked Singer. Have you seen that? It's quite.
Yeah, my mum watches it. I'm not really a fan, but yeah.
Quite fun. Quite enjoyed it. It's like just
cool.
To put on TV. And
it's something random. Yeah.
You get a bit invested because you want to know who they are, rather than the usual sort of shows. It's like, well, yeah, you're crap. I'm not interested now. I'll go do something else. It's like, well, you want to know that. But that's the first bit of TV I watched in ages. So just don't watch TV. So.
What's that? Here says he's on 40th minute.
Oh, he's
watching YouTube.
Oh God.
Is he scheduled to I was tempted to get up at 5.
Yeah, but Z's actually on YouTube for like about 400 hours every day.
Yeah, it doesn't count what you. Does it count what you broadcast, or does it just what you?
I don't know.
Like, your lifetimes. So.
I'm not sure. Probably just what you watch.
That's right.
Whether it's reselling or whatever other things. Yeah,
it's full-time job watching YouTube.
No.
Sort of 30 or 40 odd hours.
Oh God, yeah, it's full-time career watching YouTube.
Yeah, it's full-time career watching YouTube.
Yeah, I wonder how BCP gets on Bumcrack Picker.
He's always on it. Why does he get as time to do any work? Because he's on every stream and
yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's got more subs than me, and he hasn't even done it. So I like 500. Like, how the
I've been going for years, a full-time watcher. Yeah,
I don't know why. It's like,
yeah, that's a new job, a professional stream watcher, I think.
Yeah. It pays crap, but.
Aye, indeed.
Didn't he?
But
has he got content on his channel or not?
Yeah.
BCP, does he have content?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
No, he doesn't.
Since I've been doing.
If he did a channel, everybody would sub, wouldn't he? You know, if he did some content, everybody would.
If he did one video.
Oh yeah, BCP would. Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say, like, since I've been doing YouTube videos, like, obviously I met a lot of people, friends, this and the other, and been to meetups. I've also gained over the years certain contacts because people like contact me for various things, and I've actually got in contact with a couple of charity shops back in the past who have seen my channel. Like, they watch my channel and say, "We've got so and so in. Do you want this and the other?" And I did like make some good contacts through doing the videos, and then obviously I've got quite a few small hauls in over the last 2.5 years.
Yeah,
through doing YouTube. I remember
it's amazing.
I went away.
Can open up.
Yeah, I went away a couple of years ago to Spain. Last time I went away abroad, and I got a message off a guy who's watching my videos. He had some James Bond DVDs, a whole collection. He had 2 lots. Back then, I was looking them up, and they're worth some decent money. And
yeah,
I've sold them all now, stuff like that. But it was like we agreed a small price. I said, I watched your video. I'm so and so on YouTube. I thought fair enough, and it's just like goes from there. But it's just nice to come on occasionally to people's channels and chat.
Yeah.
How long have you been reselling now, Pete? It's about 3 years, isn't it?
What's that?
You've been reselling for about 3 years, haven't you?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing YouTube?
That started in summer of 16. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about the same time as me, really. Because you started your YouTube channel fairly soon after you started reselling, didn't you?
Yeah, in about May, or roughly about the end of May, beginning of June, 17.
Yeah.
I originally started it just to give myself a bit of confidence, and that's really basically what it was. If you see my early videos, oh, for God's sake, not the first one I ever done, Pete, but
I've seen that one.
The first reselling type one I did, sort of like showing a few bits and pieces, and God, they were god awful, but yeah.
So, I mean, the sort of like, how do you plan to? Are you going to change what you do on YouTube at all, or are you quite happy sort of?
No, I'm quite happy doing what I do. I might because I want to. It's like basically continuing what I'm doing. Just getting better at what I'm doing. Haul videos, going out places, whether it's to charity shops, sourcing, filming there, or if it's going out just random places like go outside vlogs for non-reselling, all sorts. But
that's the one thing I've got to improve on, is the sourcing aspect of all of this. So I'm just and it's this time of year, you know. But it is.
Yeah, you've just got to think though, Pete, and what is your demographic on YouTube? What people like to watch most? Watch what videos? Because a lot of people like to watch haul videos.
Oh, they all, yeah. Well, I'm like that.
Lives, or whatever else.
I love to have a nose of what people have actually got. You know, it's.
Yeah, of course.
I doubt anyone's interested in my philosophy about reselling, but you never know. So.
Well, I'm finding the videos that are getting the most views are the ones I've done are the vlogs. The 2 vlogs I've done have both got over 1,000 views each, but the ones where I've done sort of, this is what I've got in, this is what I sold in November.
Yeah,
they're right down the bottom. They're not interested. They've got the lowest view time, percentage. They've got the lowest view hit. But the vlogs, they're the ones that are getting interest. I think for me at least, people are interested in what I'm actually doing as well as what I'm
what we're doing day to day. Yeah, it's like raw footage. Yeah.
Yeah, so they seem to be going quite well. Whether that continues or not,
that's good.
I've only got a sample to go on, but they like them, so I'm trying to concentrate doing more of them. And people have asked for an Amazon FBA video of me trying to muddle through my first shipment, so I'm trying to do that as well. Learn with me, sort of watch how I do this wrong.
Yeah, that's cool.
So like that
sort of thing.
Yeah, so I'm filming that at the moment, and so it's sort of follow my first shipments from the stock I've got, loading it onto Amazon, out the labels and all that, sending it up, and then so I will follow the process and do little clips. It's like, okay, well, Amazon's received the box. This is how long it takes to process the box. This is what happens when you get a sale, and whatnot. And so I just have that condensed, because I think a lot of people out there are also looking. So, well, how do I do Amazon FBA? Yeah. And also New Year looking for it, and I'm looking for videos. It's all American. While you can take a lot of the American stuff, I can't find so much sort of Amazon FBA UK. Sort of UK stuff doing. There's a couple that did a really good couple of videos sort of about 2 years ago. And they've stopped making videos, and it's like, well, that was a really good video. I'll sub to you, and it's like, that goes from 2018, and you've not done one since then.
I've made a couple of mistakes on Amazon FBA because I normally do it around Christmas time, so I'll be sending stuff up September, October. I don't bother with it the rest of the year because I just can't source enough for it. So I'm on the lower cost. But one mistake I made was the first box I sent up this year. You stick 2 labels. One is the address label to the actual distribution centre, and then there's another label on the side which says, and I printed off the 2 labels, and in my brain I thought one was a packing slip that would go inside, so I didn't stick it on, and it was only after I dropped it off and it had been picked up by UPS, I was going, oh no, that's the actual warehouse label that should have been on it. So I ended up driving to the UPS distribution centre, leaving it with this woman at the reception desk, and she said she'll get the driver to stick it on for me, and he did, and he got to Amazon. It's all right. The other one I forgot was I had a load of perforated packaging stuff, which obviously has to go in a bag or whatever. And I did that, but I hadn't put the warning sticker on the bag. So I rushed back to the newsagent where I dropped it off, and I said, oh, do you mind if I just stick these to open up the box there and stick about 5 labels on various perforated packaging stuff. But when you don't do it all the time, you kind of forget these things. Think, oh my God, I've got to do this, that, and the other.
Indeed,
I do like Amazon, but it's great over Christmas. But my Amazon has just died at the moment. So over Christmas, I was doing about, I'm pretty small time, so I was doing about 500 a month turnover. But that's just gone down. I haven't sold anything on Amazon for probably about 2-3 weeks, so it's about like 150 now turnover for the month. But I'd like to send more and more stuff up there. I see like Faye and Simon, they do a lot of Amazon. They have been, well, they're both Amazon and eBay focused, but they're really good at Amazon. They sort of like look at people who are really good at it. And they just do like games and stuff and books and nothing extraordinary. So but yeah, I've been saying for years that I need to get my arse in gear with Amazon, but never quite got around to it.
Yeah, so I'm going to see how I do with this first shipment and see, because I know roughly what the process is. I'll say this is how you send it, but I've not actually done it yet. So that's my job for. I think that'll be tomorrow. Now is
well, if you ever want to talk through Amazon and let us know, or maybe we could do a live about it, about what you. I'm no expert on it, but I have certain things on rank that I will definitely look for. But my problem is finding the stuff. So I know exactly what my kind of criteria is for picking a product. But actually finding that is the difficulty. So
we've got a sort of storm coming tomorrow, so it's going to be howling with rain and wind. So not going out to charity shops tomorrow, and sort of just you know,
it is very windy tomorrow. Yeah, I'm dispatching tomorrow, and I'm thinking maybe I should do it today because it is going to be pretty nuts.
We're all roughly the same area.
Yeah.
Southeast-ish, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a howler tomorrow. So
it's raining here already.
Bolt the doors, do Amazon and do that. If I happen to get any sales today, they can be posted on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I've got everything out from the weekend today. That's done with charity shopping. I've got stuff to list. You know, making it sound like we've got a hurricane coming, and
it'll probably be like a light.
But yes, but I've got listings to do today. Tomorrow is going to be Amazon all day, because it probably will take me all day. I mean, the first thing I need to find a USB cable so I can plug the printer in, because my USB cable that I had, I believe I shipped it with the printer that I sold last week, because it didn't actually come with one.
Right.
You always have a worry you set your phone off or something.
I've got a box just there that is like a boot fair box of cables. It's a sort of box you find at boot fairs, which is where your cables in it. I think I've got one in there, but I've got to get to it and get it out. And
Gary's just saying in the chat about doing a new video doing an FBA box. I think I have actually done a video on an FBA box somewhere, so I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure I've done one over Christmas. I was doing a lot of FBA. So if you want to have a look, I'll check, and if I haven't, I'll do one next time. I'll do an FBA box, but it might be a little while yet. Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours, so I'm going to.
It must be lunchtime. What's the time? What is it? 12:15.
12:15.
We're a little bit hungry, and people have been putting up with us for a long time. So thanks for joining, Damien. Thanks for joining, Pete. Very nice to see you.
Anytime.
Thanks for everyone in chat. Hope you have a cracking day, and take care, and bye to the cat as well.
Bye.
See you soon.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Yeah, you'll have to kick me out because I unplugged the mouse.